It's the middle of the night. Your eyes are peeled wide open, and you've decided it's time to have every thought ever. You've tried every trick, breathing apps, herbal teas, even bargaining with the powers of the universe. You know, the kind that's in charge of that sort of stuff. Your brain is whispering, you know your day's gonna be absolute crap unless we get to sleep. When you can't sleep, it's not just annoying, it's an important signal. Your body's repair crew sees it like a government shutdown. That crew refuses to do their job until you get a few things straight. Without deep sleep, your body can't perform the nightly cleanup. Cortisol and insulin spike, the repair systems stall. Every night, your body gets a chance to rebuild when you sleep well, but when you can't, your body holds on to all that damage like a hoarder. Autophagy isn't an on and off switch, it's like a thermostat. When energy drops or stress spikes, it adjusts. But if cortisol keeps climbing, your cleanup grinds down. Because sleep isn't rest, it's repair. And without it, your body can't perform a good cleanup process overnight. The damage accumulates instead of being repaired. Stay until the end, because you'll see exactly how to rebuild your sleep from the inside out, and how AI is helping longevity doctors like Peter Attia and David Sinclair finally fix what's been breaking our nights. Chapter 1. Sleep is the single most important thing to your longevity. When you get a good night's sleep, your body can rebuild tissue, clear waste, balance hormones, and your mitochondria get to reset every single night. When you miss that, it's not just fatigue, it's cellular debt. And the longer it piles up, the faster you age. Without it, you don't just feel tired, your repair system shut down. Every major longevity pathway depends on sleep, autophagy, hormone release, mitochondrial renewal, synaptic repair. Skip enough nights and the feedback loops that keep you young start to collapse. Sleep loss increases the risk for heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and cancer. It accelerates biological aging markers and drives inflammation on a cellular level. Decades of studies show the curve is U-shaped. Too little or too much sleep raises mortality. 8 hours is the sweet spot where biology breaks even. Sleep is the nightly audit that keeps your biology solvent. Miss it often enough, and your body starts running a deficit it can't repay. Chapter 2. AI and personalized sleep tech. Once you understand that sleep is the body's most advanced repair protocol, the next question is obvious. How do you measure it, optimize it, and get it back when it breaks? That's where AI comes in. Sleep tech has gone from counting sheep to decoding biology. Wearables and smart mattresses act like mini sleep labs, tracking temperature, heart rate trends, and movement to estimate how your night unfolds. Devices like Sleep.me and 8 Sleep use adaptive cooling. Tools like Apollo Neuro and the Rise app adjust vibration or timing cues to keep your rhythm locked to daylight. It's not just data, it's a feedback loop that teaches your nervous system how to relax again. Platforms like Oura and 8 Sleep have already logged millions of nights, and the pattern is clear. Temperature stability, heart rate variability, and REM sleep quality predict recovery better than step counts or calories ever could. Chapter 4. The hormone connection to sleep. Sleep isn't just rest. It is a hormonal symphony that keeps the body young. Every night, hormones like melatonin, growth hormone, testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol follow a rhythm that tells your body when to rebuild, when to burn fat, and when to repair cells. This applies to men and women. As we age, that rhythm weakens. Melatonin production drops, growth hormone pulses shrink, testosterone and estrogen fall, cortisol rises at night instead of staying low. Sleep gets lighter, thinner, and more fragile. For many, that means the classic pattern: falling asleep, waking around 2 a.m. hot, then lying there with waking anxiety powered by cortisol. It feels psychological, but it is biological. As hormones fall out of balance, the system loses its timing. Hormone replacement therapy does not just help people age better. For both men and women, it stabilizes sleep, restores energy, sharpens cognition, and yes, can make you look younger too by reactivating the biology that maintains skin, collagen, and cellular repair. Progesterone often plays the quiet hero, calming the nervous system, easing middle-of-the-night cortisol spikes, and making deep sleep accessible again. When hormones drop as we age, the skin crashes with them. Collagen falls off a cliff, Elasticity snaps, hydration tanks, and the face starts giving up secrets you never meant to share. HRT flips that biology back on. Not Botox, not filler. Just your own cellular machinery waking up again and remembering how to fight time. For years, physicians were warned that hormone therapy may increase the risk for breast cancer. That warning came from studies using synthetic progestins, and the outcomes were not the same as with bioidentical progesterone. Risk is personal, dosing is precision, and results depend on expertise. Around 60, hormone receptors become less sensitive, a quiet biological slowdown that many people mistake as just normal aging. But people who want to stay sharp and strong do not accept decline as destiny. They intervene. HRT is not a take it and glow solution. It comes with trade offs, monitoring, and nuance. If you want a gentler starting point or simply prefer fewer variables, rebuild your system first. Get morning light every day. This helps suppress melatonin and raise cortisol, making you feel more awake during the day and signaling your body when it's time to be alert. And when the sun goes down, protect your melatonin like it matters. Evening screens flood your brain with artificial daylight, which disrupts your sleep hormones. I use Do Not Age's blue light blockers because they are engineered to filter the wavelengths that interfere with melatonin production, and they carry CE safety certification, meaning they meet the highest quality and safety standards, not just tinted lenses pretending to help. Don't eat sugary snacks at night and practice consistent sleep timing. Most people think melatonin is how you get good sleep. It is not. Your brain needs about zero point 0.3 milligrams. Most supplements slam you with 3 milligrams or more, 10 times the biological signal. Melatonin is not a sedative, it is a timing molecule. Flooding the signal does not fix the system. It overwhelms the very circuit you are trying to repair. Melatonin helps start the process, but it does not build the architecture of sleep. Your biology does. Most people think melatonin helps you sleep, but what they are really doing is hitting their brain with a tidal wave of it. Your brain runs on zero point 0.3 milligrams, a whisper of a signal. Most supplements hit you with 3 milligrams or more. At that level, it does not help your sleep system. It does the opposite. It overwhelms it. It shuts down the very circuit you are trying to support. You do not tune the sleep orchestra with melatonin. You mute the conductor and hope the band remembers the song. That is not restoring sleep. That is disabling the system and hoping it still works. So instead of forcing sleep chemistry, you support the system your body already built. This is Do Not Age Sure Sleep. It is not about knocking you out. It is about rebuilding real sleep architecture. Magnesium glycinate to calm the nervous system, L-tryptophan to support serotonin and natural melatonin signaling, tart cherry to reinforce circadian rhythm, L-theanine to quiet the mind and steady nighttime stress chemistry. These nutrients do not sedate you. They help your brain generate its own sleep signals, the way it is designed to, so you do not just go unconscious. You restore. You wake up clear, steady, and fully online. Real sleep is not forced, it is built. If you want a deep dive on how hormone therapy can extend health span, lifespan, and beauty span, tell me in the comments and I will make a full breakdown. Chapter 5. The 3 a.m. cortisol spike and the terribilizing loop. Around 3 a.m., your cortisol can spike sharply, a stress echo that wakes you up in panic. You feel overheated, disoriented, and your mind floods with catastrophic thoughts. That isn't overthinking, it's biochemistry. Your adrenal system misfires, mistaking quiet for danger. The way out is stabilization, lowering nighttime cortisol through routine, magnesium, and nervous system training. You're not broken, you're out of rhythm. Chapter 6. The hormone connection to sleep. Sleep governs hormones, and hormones govern everything else. As melatonin falls, growth hormone and testosterone follow. That loss of anabolic signal is why recovery, mood, and metabolism all start to stall after 40. That's why supplements like Sure Sleep from Do Not Age can help restore natural cycles. Sure Sleep contains magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate, which calms the nervous system. L-tryptophan boosts serotonin, tart cherry reinforces circadian timing, and L-theanine eases mental tension. The goal isn't to knock you out, it's to synchronize your biology to get it back into a normal rhythm so you wake restored. Chapter 7. Top foods to eat before sleep. Eat light but strategic. Foods rich in tryptophan, such as eggs, nuts, and seeds, help your body synthesize melatonin naturally. Avoid roasted nuts cooked in seed oils, which can inflame and destabilize blood sugar. Magnesium glycinate supports relaxation and helps improve sleep quality. Calcium helps the pineal gland set the stage for melatonin release, part of your brain's nighttime chemistry, not the main trigger. Chapter 8. The Rise of Sleep Intelligence. Your circadian rhythm takes its orders from the sun, but lately it's been taking them from blue light and climate-controlled rooms that never cool off and never trigger melatonin production. That's why so many people can't fall asleep even when they're exhausted. Their internal clock never gets the memo that it's night. It may seem counterintuitive, but that's when we need heat, and lots of it. Not during sleep, but before it. When you warm up before bed with gentle exercise like yoga or a sauna, hot shower, a hot bath, or even a deep infrared light therapy, you're telling your brain it's time to release melatonin. This is how to get melatonin naturally. You raise your core temperature first, then let it fall. That drop acts as the biological signal that night has arrived. It's called thermoregulatory rebound, and it works like a dimmer switch for your nervous system. In Finland and Japan, researchers found something simple. Heat first, cool later, sleep deeper. The sauna's paradox: raise your core temp to trigger the drop that makes you drowsy. That's why Dr. David Sinclair and other longevity researchers use heat exposure as hormesis, short intentional stress that triggers heat shock proteins, molecules that repair damaged proteins and rejuvenate mitochondria. Chapter 9. Natural supplements to fall asleep faster. If you've stayed with me this long, you're ready to connect the dots between sleep science and what actually helps you recover. Let's start with magnesium glycinate. Magnesium combines with the amino acid glycine, making it easier for the body to absorb and gentler on the stomach than other forms. It is the most effective form for deep sleep, reducing nighttime anxiety and preventing muscle cramps, which is why it is the magnesium in the Do Not Age Sleep formula. Next, apigenin, a flavonoid found in chamomile and parsley. It does two big things for sleep and longevity. First, it blocks CD38, the enzyme that drains your NAD+, the same molecule Dr. David Sinclair calls the master regulator of cellular repair. When CD38 is inhibited, NAD+ rises, sometimes dramatically. That surge activates sirtuins, the longevity proteins that repair DNA, stabilize mitochondria, and improve metabolic function. Apigenin inhibited CD38 and roughly doubled cellular NAD+ in animal models, a mechanism still unproven in humans. The bonus, it also calms the nervous system, quiets inflammation, and protects against fatty liver and metabolic stress. The downside with most apigenin on the market: oxidizes quickly, losing potency in weeks. Do Not Age Pure Apigenin solves that by binding apigenin to beta-glycosides, a natural stabilizer that keeps it bioavailable long-term. It's not just about sleep, it's about giving your repair systems the molecules they need to do their job once you're asleep. Take it 2 hours before bed. It calms the nervous system, lowers cortisol, and helps your muscles release tension so you can drift off. Chapter 10. Sleep, Movement, and Recovery. Here's what it all comes down to. Your recovery cycles, the nightly reboot that keeps metabolism, hormones, and repair in sync. At the cellular level, deep sleep triggers autophagy and DNA repair. Damaged cells are cleared, mitochondria are rebuilt, and oxidative waste is recycled. At the hormonal level, growth hormone, testosterone, estrogen, and melatonin all follow a circadian recovery loop, rising and falling in sync to build muscle, burn fat, and stabilize mood. At the nervous system level, the parasympathetic branch, the rest and repair mode, finally takes over, dropping heart rate and blood pressure so your cells can get back to work. So when we say your recovery cycles are under pressure, we're talking about that entire biological orchestra, the nightly reset that keeps your system young. Movement during the day is the other half of that loop. Every walk, every rep, every bit of Zone 2 cardio is a note your body will replay later while you sleep. It's how you remind your biology what to rebuild. When you exercise, you're giving your body a to-do list. Rebuild these muscles stronger, grow new mitochondria, improve oxygen delivery, upgrade recovery systems. The stronger you get, the better you sleep. And the better you sleep, the younger your biology becomes. Sleep isn't just rest. It's the most advanced recovery system ever designed. And most people are sabotaging it without even knowing. If you want to protect your brain, rebuild your mitochondria, sharpen your memory, and wake up feeling 10 years younger. Start here. Strength, clean light, real circadian rhythm, precision supplements. Look for the links in the description. Because the future of longevity isn't coming, it's accelerating. And you're not here to get older. You're here to evolve. All of that work gets done while you sleep,